Hello, and welcome to Channel Zero TV with John and John. I'm John,
And I'm John.
and on this special Halloween episode of Channel TV, we are going to be bringing you The Telltale Heart, specifically a 1953 animated short based on the Poe story, The Telltale Heart. John, you want to give people a little background info on what they're about to watch?
Yes, this was produced by UPA Studios, Animation House, who were mostly known for Mr. Magoo, Gerald McBoing Boing, and later on the Dick Tracy cartoons. I guess it's fair to say this is a very, very radical departure and even something of a stylistic upgrade for them. It is narrated, of course, by James Mason.
And Stylized is right. I'll be interested to chat afterwards about the sort of animated technique. But let's watch it first, the 1953 animated version of Poe's The Telltale Heart.
True, I'm nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say that I'm mad? See how calmly, how precisely I can tell the story to you. Listen. It starts with the old man. An old man in an old house. A good man, I suppose. He had never harmed me. I didn't want his gold, if gold there was. Then what was it? I think it was his eye. Yes, that eye, the eye, that. His eye staring. Milky white film. The eye, everywhere, in everything. Of course I had to get rid of the eye. So I waited, watched, waited. I was never so kind to the old man. I looked after him each minute, each second, and I waited. But night after night, in the hour of the slowest clock, I opened the old man's door. The eye was always closed. For 7 days I waited. You think me mad? What madman would wait, could wait so patiently, so long, in the old house, with the old man and the eye that... Then on the 8th night, I knew. Tonight. Still, I waited, while time slowed, stopped, ebbed out. A watch's hand moved more quickly than mine. Then... What? No! For an hour, I did not move a muscle. I could feel the earth turn. The eye. Hear the spider spinning. In the house, the grinding crumble of decay. Then, something else. Dull and muffled, yet... Of course. It was the beating of the old man's heart. He knew. So strong for such an old man. Louder then. And still louder. For all the world to hear and know. I had to stop it. Then it was over. The heart was still. The eye was dead. I was free. But there was still work to be done. I replaced the planks so cleverly, no eye, not even his, could have found anything wrong. Huh? So soon?
The neighbors reported a scream. We're obliged to investigate.
A scream? My own, gentlemen. A childish dream. But come in, please. You'll want to look through the house.
That is our duty. Where's the old man?
Gone to the city.
You're up very early this morning.
The dream I spoke of, it awakened me.
When did he leave?
The old man? Yesterday.
How long will he be away?
2 weeks. Perhaps longer.
Nothing out of place here.
There is his bed, here his cupboard, all in order.
Quite in order.
All quite in order.
Yes, nothing amiss. You understand that when a complaint is made, we have no choice but...
Stay, please. Such a wretched hour. I was making tea. A hot drink will break the chill. Surely it would surprise good people how much evil the night conceals from their eyes. But not yours, to be sure. What did you say, sir? Yes, of course, the hot water. It will do no harm to the bare boards. I'm a little less tidy with the old man away. Then I heard it. It might have been a hand, a clock. But no. Louder, and still louder. They must hear it. Yet they sit and talk and talk. They must. Of course they do. They know. They do. They're torturing me, watching me, letting it beat so that I... Stop it! Stop it, you devils! Yes, I did it. It's there, under the floor. Oh, stop it! It is the beating of his hideous heart! True, I'm nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say that I'm mad?
That was a remarkable piece of animation. And before getting into the animation itself, the story, for those who are unfamiliar with it, is one of Poe's short stories. It has been produced not so much in movies, but anthologies. I think it's been produced on television and radio. Am I right, John?
Yeah, CBS Radio Mystery Theater did a version of it back in the 70s with Fred Gwynne. It's also a very, very popular short story from monologuists. Well, obviously James Mason narrated it here, but also I believe Christopher Lee has recorded a version of it, of obviously Vincent Price. And I can recall, I'm going to say back in 1975, Darren McGavin, the star of The Night Stalker, did an abridged version of it on the old Mike Douglas show for Halloween.
Much of Poe's work has stood the test of time and entered popular culture. I think this one has a sort of psychological depth that people are kind of still talking about. You've got the unreliable narrator talking about his crime. There's a sort of crime and punishment thing, as well as a sort of allusion to what would probably now be thought of as mental illness. It's really one of his more remarkable works.
What I love about it is that the aforementioned unreliable narrator never once tries to evade responsibility for his crime or put up some sort of an alibi. He very freely describes the entire process. It's the accusation that he's crazy, that he's trying to, the accusation of insanity that he's trying to evade.
Anyway, so I think one of the things I loved about this version is it really sort of captured the atmosphere. Although the animated style, there was a lot of, is that a lot of Salvador Dali in this?
Yeah, there's something about Poe. Filmmakers, animators, live action, whoever they are, as soon as somebody says we're doing Poe next, they reach for a 100 proof bottle of surrealism.
Interesting, yeah. Well, and there were certainly, various styles at play here. And I guess this is considered a important piece of animation. I think, wasn't it nominated for an Academy Award?
It was, I believe, a Disney short actually beat them out. I don't know what the heck they were thinking that night.
And the animators here were Disney veterans, am I right?
Yeah, a lot of them were Disney veterans who had gone over to UPA. I just think it's sort of grimly ironic. I mean, UPA is associated with very sort of, middle of the road kiddie fare like Mr. Magoo and Dick Tracy, and yet somewhere in the deepest recesses of their hearts, the Telltale Heart in all its surreal madness was therein lurking.
Well, and it's interesting because I think we did one of our earliest shows. We did a animation based on Howdy Doody. I think Howdy Doody and the Magic Hat, which itself was a kind of remarkable bit of surreal animation, based on this puppet.
And to think, Poe allegedly was paid all of $10 for this short story back in 1843.
And it has had legs, as you and I, we've been doing Halloween shows back when Channel Zero was live. I don't know if we've done any of Corman's sort of great Poe works, but that was, other than of course reading The Raven and reading Poe short stories when I was in high school. What comes to mind for me is Mask of Red Death and The Raven, done by Roger Corman back in the 50s, I guess.
Yeah, or The Fall of the House of Usher with Vincent Price, which is another great film. Poe is just an endless font of inspiration even today.
And he certainly inspired some kind of remarkable animation in this short feature, which I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you will join us for the next Channel Zero TV. Till then, I'm John.
And I'm John.
And we'll catch you next time.